What's up, everybody? Welcome to the third episode of the podcast today, Kenzies Korner. I am here and I am pumped for this one. We have a lot of topics, a lot that I actually do know a pretty fair amount about, and I'm excited to get started here. So let's go ahead and I will go over topics. Today, I actually made a list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, six things to talk about. Some of these should be fairly quick, and then some of them I'll talk about a little bit longer. This episode's gonna be try to make it a little bit quicker. I have some things I need to get to. But actually real quick, I wanna record this one. So, we're going to start with. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna start with is this changed actually. All right. Andrew Tate. Apparently, we all know who Andrew Tate is, and if you don't, find out. Now, Andrew Tate is, and he said some questionable things, but also some things that you could say are factual. So, your opinion on Andrew Tate can vary however you'd like it to. I don't follow him too much, so I don't really have a fixed opinion on him, but, you always hear things. He definitely says some questionable things, but then he says some things that I'd say, it could be right. Depends on what you're bringing into question here. But he was arrested this past, week, I think. I think he was arrested in Romania. That scared the crap out of me. That was my water bottle. Alright, he was in Romania when he got arrested. Romanian outlets are reporting that Tate has been arrested on charges of human trafficking and something I can't say. The reports say that Tate and his brother Tristan were detained late on Thursday. I have heard, my cousin told me that he was bailed out today, but I have not seen anything about that. So, there's rumors that he's been released, but it is known, yes, he has been arrested. Allegedly for human trafficking and apparently assaulting his wife in a video that was released on the internet in 2012. So yeah, some pretty serious stuff actually. Nobody knows whether he did it or not. Alleged, it's all alleged. But I'm sure more news will come out in the coming days and weeks about it, and we'll see what happened with it and if anything comes of it. I'm pretty sure that's about it, though. All right, so that's it for Andrew Tate. Here, I need to look up if I can say something real quick. Here, I'll just look at my phone, actually. I forgot to mention something. Seth Rollins of the WWE, he is a pro wrestler. Remember, I say that. I know most of you are probably from my wrestling channel, but if people watch this and they don't know about, or they haven't seen wrestling, he is a pro wrestler. He is actually one of the best performers at WWE. And he has a knee injury. He tweeted this past week, redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. He tweeted that last time he hurt his knee. This is the same knee that he apparently hurt in 2015, which is not good because he will be out for 6 to 9 months, which is until about September. So he will be missing lots and lots of things. This is after AJ Styles broke his ankle, and AJ said this is going to be the longest he's been out of WWE in his whole career. And there's a lot of others injured. Randy Orton is injured. Cody Rhodes is injured, and Big E is injured. But these people should be coming back soon at the Royal Rumble, especially. It is rumored that most of them will be coming back at that pay-per-view. So let's hope they do. All right, on to our next topic. We finished the Andrew Tate arrest. Something a bit odd and rather grim. Disgusting. You're not gonna like to hear about this one, but it's so disturbing that it almost doesn't seem real. In Portland, there was cannibalism. Pretty much The Walking Dead going down in Portland. Oregon police arrest 25-year-old L. Barker for chewing on an elderly guy's face. Ew. Portland right now has had so many terrible crimes going on over the past year in 2022. They've set records of crimes that have happened. There have been apparently the homicide number is higher than the 20-year average, which is insane. Where's that? There's a number that I had. Let me look it up quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, their clearance rate for 2022 was 53% up from 48% last year. The city exceeded last year's total number of homicides and other things that happened. I'm gonna share my screen real quick with you all. Yeah. Just look at that. This is all in 1 year. All in 1 year. I'll tell you right now, the city I'm in, nowhere near this number. Like, zero of these, and I don't know that we've had any of these. So I'm telling you, this is not regular. I mean, maybe some of these every now and then, sadly, but no. Like, that's crazy. Nearly 400 people injured. We had another incredibly violent year in the city, Sergeant Kevin Allen said. Set a record for the second year straight that there were this many homicides in Portland. 90. Wow. It's crazy. And if you look at videos from Portland and stuff, like, if you're in Portland, boy, I hope that you're okay, because that city is insane. Jeez. Whew. Anybody in Portland? Good luck to you. Another weird connection that I made to that, I did the Simpsons video on episode 2 yesterday, or today that came out. The day that you're seeing this, it was yesterday. And a weird connection I made to that, The Simpsons predicted a zombie outbreak in 2023, and then we see this. It's like The Walking Dead, right? Because this happened who knows how many times, you know? And so it's just weird to think, this cannibalism ends up happening. Like, and just the things that we went over yesterday in that Simpsons video. Oh my gosh. Anything that happens now, I'm like, was this predicted? Is this actually going to happen? All that. But hopefully it stops at whatever this is. Hopefully Portland gets it together. I mean, that's just terrible. The next thing. Alright, we're going to talk about this for a few minutes here, so. Second. Alright, so Skip Bayless, if you didn't know, is a host of, I think, a show about sports and stuff. He is a pretty controversial person. He tweeted about Damar Hamlin. I almost said Damar Hamlin, the person who ended up having to get CPR on the football field. Everyone that's been all over the news and everything, played for the Buffalo Bills, and is now in. Let me see how he's doing. An update on him, or I did. I think it's gone. My computer shut down right before I did this. All right. Former NFL player Shannon Sharpe returned to his Fox Sports talk show and berated co-host Skip Bayless when he refused to take down his widely criticized Damar Hamlin tweet. The tweet was, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." Bayless's tweet after the game was suspended. Bayless tweeted after the game was suspended. Okay. After the game ended. What is this? Okay. Sharpe told Bayless that he would not elaborate on why he had missed the show, despite reports it was because he was upset with the co-host. what happened to Damar Hamlin had struck me a little different. Then he went on the attack and noted Bayless had tweeted something that he disagreed with, and he hoped he would take down the tweet. Bayless said he's not going to take it down because he stands by it. And my take on all of this originally was, it's a very insensitive tweet, because that's what it sounds like, right? That's what it sounds like. It's like, how would you be concerned about a game right now whenever this is happening with a player? Now, I understand asking that question. That question was asked by, I guarantee you, a lot of people. Could he have phrased that better to not make it sound like he was just concerned about the football game? Yes, definitely. He made it seem like, he didn't. I feel like at the end, he probably should have put hopes and prayers for Damar Hamlin. Hamlin, I'm sorry. Damar Hamlin, sorry. I'm pretty sure he ended up apologizing for it. I just don't, I'd say the game is nothing to be worried about right now. And it's amazing how this injury, as sad as it is, brought together pretty much the whole nation, at least the U.S. I don't know about other countries. The U.S. has been pretty well brought together by all of this, just because it's so odd. You don't see it that much. And it just kind of bugs me that people are actually arguing about different things. People are arguing on whether the COVID vaccine or COVID itself played a role in this. And it's like, okay, whether it did or not, have that discussion at a later date instead of a day after this all happened. Can we just... a lot of people are united right now, and that's amazing. But there's still just some of them who just feel the need to politicize everything and just critique and pick apart every little bit of everything. No, I don't understand asking the question about the football game. Yeah, it should have waited, though. I think it should have waited. I think you wait until, I don't know how long. I don't think the whole NFL should put the Bills season on hold. A lot of people are saying, oh, cancel the whole season. I don't think that needs to be done. I think the game definitely needs to be redone at some point or something like that. But I don't know. It struck me wrong a little bit. I thought it was a bit insensitive, but you can form your own opinions about it. The question was asked. He asked it. I mean, it is a valid question, wondering about how are they going to handle it. But I think in the moment, that's really not a big concern that you need to worry about right now. This person is, could be dying. I hope not. But let's just be truthful here. This is a pretty serious thing, cardiac arrest. It's not anything to joke about. He collapsed on the field. They did CPR on the field. This is serious. He's not even really conscious right now. He's in critical condition. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about that. But then, also on the Damar Hamlin note, his GoFundMe, I'm going to refresh this again. He has a GoFundMe, and there have now been over 216.9 thousand donations. He had the goal of getting $2,500 from it, and he ended up having $6,895,640. So we're almost at $7 million for it. And Jim Irsay and the Indianapolis Colts donated $25,000, which was the top donation. The second top donation is from Sheets Laundry Club, which was $25,000. Jason Hanold donated $20. The New England Patriots donated $18,000. Matthew Stafford, also a football player, donated $12,000. I'm pretty sure he's a football player. The Texans donated $10,000. Russell and Ciara Wilson donated $10,000. Tom Brady donated $10,000. This is crazy to see. Mike Evans, another football player, $5,000. The Washington Commanders, $5,000. That's a football team. Chris Jericho donated $5,000 twice. It's $10,000 for Chris Jericho. But yeah, it's awesome that people are donating thousands of dollars. That's insane. Michael Phelps donated $2,000. What else we got? Anybody else? A lot of anonymous too. It is amazing though how this brought people together. And let's say, God forbid, he doesn't make it, right? Because it's a possibility still. You can't deny that. It is a possibility. Okay, he might not make it. There were still good things that came out of this terrible tragedy to him, right? There were still prayers to his family. It united people. They raised almost $7 million for kids I'm pretty sure it's, a toy drive. $7 million. Think about that. The good that does, like, that's insane, you know? So even if he doesn't make it through this, or the recovery isn't as good as people want it to be, this still had an impact on so many people, and it still did so much for a community and for a toy drive, and so many. It helped everybody just kind of come together, which is amazing to see. I'm pretty sure even Cincinnati. I'm gonna look up something. I know it's a weird angle to. So apparently Cincinnati lit up their cities with blue lights in support of the bills. I'll show you all. That's just amazing. Like, it warms the heart to see stuff about that. The fact that it shocked me how much this has brought people together. Like, look, the blue lights there. You can see buildings have these blue like little banners and stuff. In honor, I think that's Cincinnati. I don't really know. Either way, it's just so cool to see. How people come together, support of just one person. And there's one person saying, like, my mom read something, and someone was saying, I can't wait until Damar Hamlin gets better, and he gets to see everything all that this has impacted. Like, imagine being his family right now, too, though. Like, that's gotta be so amazing to see, right? Like, people care this much about my son. Like, if you're his mom, you think people care this much about my kid. Like, you know, I would just be shocked. $7 million. Over 200,000 people. Like, that's just insane to think about. It's just absolutely crazy. All right. He is in critical condition. There's the update for him. I'm going to look up and see anything. Okay. Okay, he's apparently improving. Joe Biden spoke with the family. So that's nice. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna look at the signs of improving. How he's improving. Hopefully he's stable soon and awake. All right. So he's sedated. They're fitting him oxygen still and fluids. His heart stopped. He needed to be resuscitated and everything. He's in critical condition, but displayed signs of improvement. They said he's expected to remain in intensive care. That's pretty. That's good. All right. Glad he's starting to do better though. That is amazing. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about here is. Let me look at my list here. All right, I think that's about it. This is the last topic for today, and it's gonna be pretty quick. Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, we're gonna do another update on his health. He tweeted or posted on Instagram, I think, actually, about how he is doing. He does not look great. Actually looks like he's in a lot of pain. A reminder, Jeremy Renner is... How old is he? I think he's in his 50s, late 50s. Let me see. Let me look him up. Jeremy Renner is... How old is he? 51. So that's a bad injury. Like, that's... Ouch. You know? Alright, either way, it's ouch though, so... Alright, let me see. He was seriously hurt when he was run over by his own snow plow after using it to free a vehicle driven by a family member that became stuck in 3 feet, 0.9 meters, of fresh mountain snow in the New Year's Day. Washoe County Sheriff Darren Balaam said an investigation is continuing, but there are no signs of foul play or any indication Renner was impaired at the time of the Sunday morning incident. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just an accident, you know? He was being a great neighbor, and he was plowing those roads for his neighbors. Yeah, I don't think anything. I really doubt there was any foul play. I just can't see that happening, you know? Like, it does seem like just a really, really bad accident. Alright, I'm gonna share my screen real quick with you all. Just give me 1 second. Okay. He posted on Instagram, which now has 6 million likes. Thank you all for the kind words. I'm too messed up to type but I send love to you all. So I assume that is not him typing, but this is a picture of him. Does not look like he's in the absolute best condition, of course, but, you know, at least he's up and awake, you know? He's stable, but in critical condition, so that's a plus, the fact that he's stable. It's good to see. Good to see. He's awake, so that's good. Hopefully he's okay. He should be okay. Alright. Thank you all for watching today. It was very fun doing this, and I will see you all again tomorrow, hopefully. And this episode is actually 10 minutes shorter than the ones I've had so far, so see you all next time.